Marco Rubio and Sean Hannity are going in on the absolute sham January 6th committee hearings that are being broadcast in prime time.
This is a Hollywood paid political advertisement. They hired a producer to put this thing on. Okay, the criminal justice system is already dealing with it. But here's what it says about it. It says that if you're a member of Congress and something terrible happens here on the Capitol grounds, like what happened on that day, they're going to put a fence up. They won't do that for our country, but they'll put a fence up. They still have metal detectors in the House chamber, so members have to go through these metal detectors. They'll do all these extraordinary things and mobilize the National Guard. But if you're among the hundreds of small businesses that got burned to the ground, the people that were killed, the people that were harassed, the people that suffered from that, well, then we don't care about that. That we're going to condone, that we're going to excuse, that we're going to have a now vice president raise money to bail people out of jail. Now we're going to have prosecutors that refuse to prosecute you. And by the way, it doesn't matter if you torched a police car, killed a security guard, did whatever you do. That's not as big a deal. It doesn't matter as much. And if you call out the National Guard or marshals or anybody else, that's nothing but the Gestapo. That's their attitude. It reveals hypocrisy. And the good news is people see it for what it is. That's why they're getting it handed to them all over the country, and why I think you're going to see that in November.
Look, every major Republican conservative has said, I have said this stuff, and I lost tens of thousands of followers when I said it, that the Capitol riots were wrong. Now, did the Capitol riots and what happened in January 6th, does that come to the level of an insurrection or a terrorist or a white supremacist attack against the country or anything like that? Absolutely not. In fact, there are so many real, honest-to-God questions about what happened in D.C. on January 6th that are not being answered or even explored by anybody in this sham January 6th committee. What this is all about, and what I have said and what lots of people are saying, is the fact that Democrats need something to distract their brain-dead minions from the fact that Democrat policies over the last year and a half in this country have made the lives of all Americans measurably worse. Men lie, women lie, numbers do not. Gas is up 129% since Joe Biden took office. Inflation is rampant. In fact, these things like meat, eggs, pork, dairy, all of this other stuff is up double digits, okay? This is what people care about. This is what the American people are focused on. They are not focused on a sham, hyper-political, hyper-partisan committee hearing about January 6th. And to me, it really does speak to how disingenuous these people are. You have to understand that Democrats have no idea what to do. They have no idea how to govern. If they had any idea how to govern, America would not be where we are right now. They have no ideas to lead America out of what they have created. So the only thing that these people do is they double and triple down on partisan politics that mean absolutely nothing, so that their brain dead minions, who I believe are maybe like 10 to 12% of these Democrats, because the vast majority of even people on the left just want to live decent lives and just want to be able to put gas in their car, go to work, have a nice life, and buy groceries. These Democrats cannot create the policies that allow them to do that. So they have to distract people with hyper-partisan crap like the January 6th committee hearings.